Well, good morning, my self-reliant peeps. Today is about odd jobs that need done, but I want to show you two things that I have made that make care of the pool so much easier. One of them, because part of it is, when you got to get down on your knees, stick your arm down in the pool to take a reading on your chemicals, you think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then pretty soon your chemicals are off balance. The second thing is the skimmer. So what I made was a hook, simple enough. And then what I can do is standing, reach down. Well, there's so much debris, I'm going to have to get down. Okay, there you go, Toady. I'm going to have to shut the pump off. And pull out the basket. Okay, we saved Odie Toady until the next time he gets in the pool. So let's crack on. Now the other thing I made was this. It's pretty simple. 2 sticks, paint sticks, glued together, some Velcro, and this is all for checking the balance of your chemicals. Until I made this, many a time I didn't want to get down on my knees to test the chemicals, because you have to get it down a foot below surface. And so I just Velcro this little, my testing strip. Then I come over to the pool. Where I can just dip it down, bring it up. And check my chemicals. And as you can see, my chlorine is high, so I'm not going to put anything in, and everything else is good. Once a week I throw shock into it. It's a quick dissolving, and it's more of a sanitation. And regular chlorine. I think what you have to remember about when you have a pool, no matter the weather, you have to get out here and take care of it. So the weather has been in the 50s in May, which I think we haven't had weather like that since, I don't know, 1961. And then it was only a one-dayer. Now we're on our 3rd or 4th day, so it's cold. There's a breeze right now. I really should have worn long pants and a sweatshirt. However, because I'm working with chlorine, I don't want to get it. I don't want to ruin any of my clothes. So, but it's just something to remember. We've had pouring down rain, and I've been out here doing the chemicals when we had that all-day rain, and now I haven't really taken care of the pool in cleaning it. Usually by this time of year, the pool's ready to go. And in mid to high 60s. Right now the pool is 64 degrees. And I haven't been using the pool heater because at night the temperatures go down so much that it's senseless to use that wood to bring it up, only to lose, lose heat during the night. So what I'm going to do today is start cleaning. I'm using a Barracuda. I think the Barracuda is great. It runs off the skimmer and the pump. So you can leave it in, and when you have kids in the pool, it's a great toy for their imagination. They pretend it's a snake and, try to get away from the sea monster. But it moves along on its own. Once I get it hooked up, you'll see. I think it's a must-have. I also have a robot. However, the robot isn't working right now, and it's tied into electricity. So, you really can't get in the pool when you have that in the water. I like to stretch it out and get the kinks out so it doesn't go in a circle. It's the first time using the Barracuda, and you'll find where you didn't have it in tight enough. And the water's so cold, it affects my fingers. So I fill the hose up at the outlet, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but when the end of it comes up, all the bubbles are out of it, or all the air. All right. Okay, I'm really having trouble today, that's for sure. It came apart again. The camera stopped filming, so what you didn't see was me trying to get all the pieces parts that had floated down to the bottom out of the pool so that I could put the Barracuda back together. Now that it's all back together, I'm going to attach it to the skimmer, and then you can see how it works. By the way, I checked the temperature of the pool, and it's 59 degrees in the water. I usually have a kneeling pad that's soft, however, I don't know where it is. I thought it was colder than 64 because of putting my hands in it, how cold it is. This is the one I made when I drained the pool. This is the one I need when I'm using the Barracuda. It has that allows it to pulsate. I couldn't understand why I had two male ends going together. Here I forgot the female, two females. So, and the mice chewed the one side right there. All right. Now I'm going to get more suction. There we go. And I don't have to worry about it coming off. The suction was holding it together, but not effectively. All right, there it's really going now. And it just goes randomly. Oh, I still have green. I've put two. I still have green there. I've put in 2 bottles of algicide. See, usually I could get in and scrub it. However, at 59 degrees, I could go in, but I can't stay in there long. All right, that's the joys of owning a pool. It's great when the sun's out and the pool's 84 degrees, but on day, whenever the pool's 59, and I can honestly say, in the 11 years that I've had it, I have never had it down to 59 while it was open, in the winter, obviously. So at any rate, folks, thanks for watching. I'm going in to get warm and warm up my hands. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.